Hey everybody, welcome back to Talk Horror to Me. Today we have special guest Jennifer Gordon. She's the author of beautiful silent beautiful I think beautiful frightening silent novel, right?
Yes, yes.
And we have Ashley Greathouse of Great House Horrors, and me. I'm just a motivational speaker now.
Oh, don't
So
say
Not just.
just. Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
just. I'm just a motivational speaker.
just
She just got booked for like the entire year and
Yeah, I'm excited. And so today we're talking about the four elements of a horror story. So
Yay!
yeah,
I
mostly
love
Ashley
this.
and Jennifer will be doing most of the talking because they write horror novels. So
But you read horror novels and
yeah, I
yeah.
do.
and you see horror movies and horror
Yeah.
TV shows. So it's about the love of the four
Mhm.
elements of horror.
Yeah.
So who wants to start?
Um, so I'll start, I guess, just because I'm here. Again, I am Jennifer Ann Gordon. I am the author of Beautiful, Frightening, and Silent, as well as the Hotel series, which includes From Daylight to Madness and When the Sleeping Dead Still Talk. That's a lot of words. I wish I had something that I could just say Great House Horrors because that would save me so much time.
That's what I was doing.
I know. I was like, oh golly, my titles are long. Um, so we will start with I think probably my favorite, which is setting.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
that.
the setting.
Um, so for me, the books I tend to gravitate towards reading as well as writing, and movies that I love and TV shows that I love. The setting is often another character
Mhm.
Hmm.
in the book or movie. My favorite is anything gothic. So give me a crumbling mansion, give me fog. I like cold, inclement weather
Mhm.
that reflects my character's inner turmoil. All
Hmm.
of that, love it all.
Oh, I agree. And you bring the reader to you. Like you force them to be in this world by developing the scene. So it's easy for them to get lost.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
favorite way, honestly, like to get a reader lost is actually to take a setting, something huge, we'll say like a crumbling mansion, and then bring it really claustrophobically down into one room, into one
Hmm.
corner of the room, into one piece of the wallpaper that's peeling off,
Mhm.
into and where somebody just like stares at the wall and goes, it seems like there's a face in that pattern. Like
Hmm.
I like to keep narrowing the setting down over and over and over and over again until it's just like a close up instead of a panorama.
Hmm.
It's kind of like the House on Haunted Hill, that TV show, kind of like that with the like ghost in the background, like you can see them in
Yes.
different scenes. I was like, is that somebody back there? But yeah,
Hmm.
like that.
And that's the perfect example to use Hill House, I would say, because even as a novel, that if you read The Haunting of Hill House, the book is the main
Oh
character.
no.
It's the house. Oh no,
It
I'm
froze.
frozen.
It froze again.
Mm.
But you can continue.
Yeah, I
It's
was
like
hooked. I was like, yeah,
I
yeah.
was,
And then it was
and
just
it just froze. I was like,
I know, I was like, dang, she's good. Yeah.
Am I unfrozen?
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
good
you're
now.
good.
Okay. I'm like, oh, the other day I did a show and I tried to remain as still as humanly possible in case it froze, so I wasn't doing something weird. But
I'm
But
gonna
what
be
was
like,
that's probably how I was because I have like a face like a Picasso painting. It just like goes in all the different directions.
But what was you saying? You can finish.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
crazy.
I was saying that Hill House was the real main character in The Haunting of
mm-hmm,
Hill House. And that is, that's my benchmark where I try to wherever my setting is, whether it's contemporary, it's in a mall, it's in a hospital, it's in an apartment. I still want people to feel the presence of the setting to that
Hmm.
extent.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like when I read your book, that's the kind of feel I got from the beautiful Frightened and Silent book.
Thank
That's
you.
the feel I got from it. I really liked it. Like I like the concept of going to the Allen and then, you know, getting the contact with with like dead people. Like I
Yeah.
like that story. Like that's a really good story.
Thank you. I loved that setting so much. I actually set my two other books that are out on that same island just 150 years before. So what I'm working on now feels strange because it's the one thing I have worked on in 2 years that is not set there. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a hard time going, okay, how do I set this just like in a mall, on a train?
That's cool. What about you, Ashley? Your book, Lily. Is that a horror
I
novel? You gave it to
mhm.
me. You gave me the audiobook, but I didn't get to read it yet.
Yeah, it is. It's a psychological horror. So I really wanted to get people to ask as many questions as possible and put themselves in line with a serial killer. Like, how much can you really go through before you snap? What
Mm-hmm.
happens then? So it's not as much as the setting as a place, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a mental setting. Like, where are you emotionally? And I kind of put that out there right from the very beginning. You're traumatized, so that's what it focuses on.
Wow. Can't wait to read that one. What's the
It's
next
fun.
one on the four elements? I don't know the next one on the four elements. Is it the scene or is it I don't know the next one.
It's fun because it depends on where you're going to get your information about what the four elements of horror are.
That's
Like,
true.
a lot of them, and it will be the settings, and then it will go down to the drama behind it. But that's
Mm-hmm.
where the industry wants you to draw it out as long as possible. So I
Right.
really think to find your four elements of horror, like
Mm-hmm.
individual, and then run with that. That's what I like to do.
Huh. Cause
Make it
I've
your own.
yeah, like I usually do like the jump scares, like that
Hmm.
was one of them, or like the setting, and then the story. A story is what really gets me. Like if the story is good, I'm gonna be like invested in it. So it has
Hmm.
to be a really good story for me to be like, oh, this is a good horror movie. It's kind of like Insidious. I mean, a horror book, kind of like Insidious or something like that. I don't
And that
know.
kind of goes with the other two elements, like the standardized elements is you have to have a good antagonist and you have to have a good protagonist. Like there has to be that
Hmm.
character development that you get with both of them. So that's
Hmm.
sometimes it's hard to do because even you as the author, you hate this other character
Right.
that you can't just portray it as nothing but hate. You've got to get the readers to somewhat
Yeah.
emotionally attach with them.
And then like, okay, so I've never read like a comedy horror book. Like, do they even write those kind of books?
Oh
They do.
yeah. Oh,
I haven't read one.
there's so many. I'm trying to think of a really good example off the top of my head of a comedic horror book
Hmm.
or horror story in general. I mean, well, uh, no, House of a Thousand Corpses. That's one that comes to mind. It has the comedic
Boo.
relief to it. Hey, oh my god,
Hey.
ah!
Ah.
I mean, ah!
Sorry about
It's
that.
funny. It's okay. But we was talking about like funny books, like funny horror books.
Mhm.
Like I've never read one and she was letting me know like House of a Thousand Corpse.
That's got
Like that.
comedy to it. That I
I
mean,
That
twisted.
Yeah, I
yeah.
think Haunted by, I always massacre his last name, Chuck Palahniuk.
I
Hmm.
haven't read that one.
Oh, that's very, very, very twisted. It's about a man who kind of kidnaps 12 people and forces them to stay in a house until they're slowly driven mad. But they all
Wow.
have to confess like their worst things that they've ever done,
Hmm.
or that's ever happened to them. And it's hilarious and disgusting.
What book is
Mm.
this called? I'm gonna add that. Uh-oh, did she freeze again?
Oh no! Oh no, we get led up to like the really, really good stuff and then it freezes.
Man, Jen.
I know. I feel so bad for her internet situation. That stinks.
In the picture, it's like I'm trying not to laugh, but
Right.
it's really funny. Jen.
I know. It looks like we're getting the mom look right now. I didn't do it, Jen. Oh, sorry. It was
But but did you catch what book she was talking about? I'm really gonna add that book to my list. Like that
This
sounds
is
like
Paula Hunick. Oh no.
She's a
Guys, we were gonna let you know right off the bat that we're all having technical difficulties today.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's because it's Valentine's Day and you guys are just sending so much love through the interwebs right now. That's what it is.
Oh wait, I think she's there. Jen?
Hi.
Yes. What book was that?
It's Haunted by Chuck Palahniuk or I can never say his last name.
I'm definitely gonna.
Yeah, Chuck P. I can type that in.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Man.
Yeah, that's a good one. But as in just like a straight out comedy horror book, I really can't. I know that they're out there. I know that they are. But I can't think of any.
Man, because I was watching this movie, it had Vince Vaughn in it, and he switches places with the high school girl and then goes on, like, he's a serial killer. That movie came out, and that was really good, but I didn't know if it was a book or not, but it was a really good movie. Like, at first I thought it was going to be like, nah, but it had a good story to it. Like, because he's a serial killer, and he goes to high school, like takes her place, go to high school and kills the high school students. Like, it's funny.
Oh, that's I want to read that if it is a book.
I do too. Like, I was like, oh, this is good. And it was me and my friend, we watched it, and he liked it, and I loved it.
But I loved oh gosh, Dell and Tucker versus Evil. God, I love as a comedy horror. I loved that movie.
Oh, Jen said it won't even connect now.
Oh no, the screen's all frozen for me, but I can still hear everything.
Oh, I couldn't hear anything or see anything. Like, she was frozen and I couldn't hear her.
Oh man.
But we can continue.
Yes. Yeah.
We can continue for like 2 more minutes if you want, and just stay on for 15 minutes and then just close it out.
Yeah.
And then just
we can do that. I'm sorry, everyone, that the interwebs. I'm going to say that as much as possible.
Yeah, because my phone, like, it's messing up, but I don't think people can tell it's messing up, but
good. Yeah, on my end, it's just all frozen screen. I still see all 3 of our beautiful faces.
Oh, you still see 3 screens?
Yeah, everyone's frozen. I'm doing, in my freeze frame right now, I'm doing duck face.
Yeah.
Very
That's
cool.
fun.
Oh, yeah.
So I was looking, okay, because this person has the 5 key elements of a horror novel, and they're saying the characters. The characters is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really have to have a good scary character on there, or else I'm not gonna be interested in it. Like with Jen's novels, hers is more like ghost stories, like more of a ghost, and I like that. But I like someone who's gonna try to kill somebody. Like, those are the kind of books I like too. Like,
oh yeah.
And I just got finished reading NOS4 or something. I don't know. It's by Joe Hill. That book.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's very good. Really, really good. Really, really, really good. But it has it's something I wasn't expecting, like with the vampires and stuff, the vampire kids that he kidnaps. Like, so I think you would like it. But
I love vampire books.
I have Oh, sorry. It's kind of
Oh,
like what was it? Horror Story, American Horror Story
oh
with
yeah, yeah.
Lady Gaga with the vampires in there in the hotel. That one. It's
Oh, okay.
kind of like that, but better.
Oh, good. Because I liked where they were going with that one, and then they just lost me.
Yeah. No.
Mm.
I love your Lady Gaga in it.
I She is one of those people that just grows on me. Like I want to be annoyed by her, but I can't. She's just so likable and nice.
And smart too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But everybody, since we're all having problems, we're gonna end it, and then I think next time we're going to talk about our horror. What do you call it? Things we don't like about horror books and horror
Yes.
movies. That one's next. So we'll
What
see.
we are. Yeah.
Yeah,
Played out.
right. So we see you all next time. Thanks, Ashley.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Bye.
Bye.